One of the areas we always seem to come back to is the Browns' defense. They went a little bit younger and unproven, guys with 1 year basically prove-it deals to sign and try to upgrade the defense in addition to some draft picks. One of the guys that figures very largely into upgrading that is middle linebacker B.J. Goodson. Goodson, a guy that has played in the league for the Packers but is not a star. He's a guy the Browns are looking to be a leader of what will figure to be a very young defense.
The room is really young, right? Besides a couple of second-year guys, a first-year guy in Jacob. Do you appreciate having a veteran, a kind of a mentorship role? Is that something you thought when you signed up with the Browns that would be part of your duties?
It is, but as a middle linebacker, and especially as long as I've been playing, that role, that leadership role, is something that you just inherit, and so it's something that I'm definitely looking forward, to being an addition there for those guys.
And when you have so many young guys in that room with you, and you have a new defensive system and a new coordinator in Joe. Does this put you guys behind the eight ball if you don't show up until the end of July for training camp as far as learning the system?
Not at all. Not at all. We meet every single day, man. And, Joe and Coach, man, those guys, man, they do an awesome job of prepping us and quizzing us and doing everything in their power and will that they could do. We're doing a lot of things that a lot of other teams aren't doing. I commend those guys on that. Setting that standard.
What did you know about Joe Woods before you signed with the Browns, and what makes you feel like you're kind of a perfect fit for what he wants to run?
I know him from winning the Super Bowl, in Denver, him and San Fran. And as far as the scheme goes, I feel like I fit in, perfectly, which was another big reason why, I decided to come here and chose here. Just being able to be aggressive and play aggressive and fly around, I just love it.
An aggressive linebacker in the middle of that defense would be a good thing for the Cleveland Browns. Let's welcome in Browns beat reporter from cleveland.com and the Plain Dealer, Dan Lobby. Dan, appreciate the time. I know you were listening to B.J. Goodson as well. A lot of the things that he said sounded like a lot of the things the Browns defense needed.
Yeah, leadership. Like you've said, this is a very young defense, and especially that linebacker core, because you got Mac Wilson, Sione Takitaki, so he brings that. He's been in the league, and this is a guy that's going to come in and compete to start. That's one of those positions where, if this were a normal offseason, we'd be watching every single time we were out at practice to see how those guys were playing, who was playing where, and B.J. Goodson would be in the mix of that. So, this is one of those guys who's in here kind of betting on himself on a one-year deal, trying to prove that he should either be here longer term or someplace else longer term. And you kind of like that. You like guys that have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder and something to prove.
The other thing that was very interesting, he was asked what linebacker or NFL guy really did he model his game after. He said Levon Kirkland. I think Browns fans would take that.
I think so. And, it's funny. Joe Woods is from the Pittsburgh area and grew up a Steelers fan, and now you've got a guy who absolutely loved Levon Kirkland. So, if he turns into that kind of linebacker, or a Steelers style linebacker, Browns fans would absolutely love to see that, because I think Browns fans have been wanting to see this defense look a little more like what we've seen from the Steelers over the years.